Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. You're here with Juzzy, and this is my 2008 December MY09 Lancer Evo X GSR SST. I purchased this car back in May of 2018, and when I purchased it, it had 130,000 kilometers on it. And now in the end of June, beginning of July 2024, I think it now has 162,000 kilometers on it. Now you'll probably know that I've held this car for quite some time, did all the mods on the car since purchasing it, transformed it into the world's quickest Evo X with the stock engine, stock block, stock head, with the SST transmission. The car runs 11.2 at 120 miles per hour. And I've been really proud of that achievement. As you know, I've tried to share a whole lot of my installs, secrets, etc. over the years on this channel, but now the time has come where I'm actually going to place the car up for sale. I've actually just purchased a new vehicle, so I'm just waiting delivery of that vehicle, and you'll probably see it in the videos for my bike and other stuff that I feature on the channel in the future, but it won't be a car that I'll be modifying. In fact, I've purchased a car for my wife, and I intend to be driving the Tesla Model 3 long range, which I've shown you on my channel before. So yep, since May of 2018, I've owned the car for about 6 years now. I've only done about 30,000 kilometers on it. The entire time that I've owned it, you've seen all the mods that have been on my car. I've installed them through AK Racing. I've gone to the track sometimes, had a great time with this car. The car's been really reliable, apart from when the gearbox had a problem with the shift fork magnet. So it got towed into AK Racing and had the whole box rebuilt, new clutches installed, yeah, you name it. I then later on, after doing some racing, decided that I wanted to upgrade to a template clutch system, so I did. So the box came out again, yeah, not many kilometers ago, put a template clutch in it, and it's been perfect. It's very reliable, effortless racing, effortless on the street, you name it. So I am approaching 50 years old, and my time with tinkering around with cars like this has pretty much come to an end. I really enjoy the motorbike side of things, and outside of my car and motorbike hobbies, I actually do a lot of radio control car racing, which I've never really, I don't think, mentioned on the channel before. And so with my son getting older and me getting older, I've just decided that it's time for me to try and sell this car to someone who's possibly a bit younger and will, you know, just enjoy it for what it is. Pretty good condition. Yeah, so it's got relatively new tires, raised CE28 SL wheels. It's got teen monoshock coilovers in it, low kilometers as well. About a year ago, I had the dark front tint removed from the front of a car and went street legal tint all the way around due to a problem I had with one of my neighbors. Yeah, the outside of the car is undamaged. It's got a roof wrap on the top. It's got a Tomei 3-inch exhaust system. About 1 to 2 weeks ago, I just replaced the AK1 cell, so basically a test pipe that's in the car, and I put a 100 cell pipe in it. And just for the roadworthy, to get the car being able to sell, I've just put the silencer back in on the Tomei. This car has an awesome sound, undoubtedly the best exhaust sound for a Lancer Evo X, but it is loud. And so for street purposes, I've just put a silencer back in it so that it's reasonable and will pass. OEM factory weather shields, carbon fiber Ganador style mirrors, electric, full controls work. Had that video on my channel before. Carbon B pillars, carbon brake ducts. This piece as well, carbon vent, aftermarket carbon front, Rex speed lip, and the vortex generator up here. Something that you don't really see on Evo 10s very often is the SST badge. Very rare, cannot buy it anymore. A lot of people thought that this only came on the UK version, but it actually came out on the Australian delivered model as well. A lot of people think that the Lancer Evolution only exists of a GSR and an MR, and when this Evo 10 came out in 2008, you could buy the GSR with an SST dual clutch transmission optioned. So this isn't a custom thing, this is straight from Mitsubishi. It's not a grey import from Japan. It was sold through an Australian dealership, and I've got all the papers that come with it. This car's lighter than the MR. It doesn't have as much sound deadening as the MR did. So it was more a track special, but it had the SST with the front mount intercooler water spray and a different windshield wiper bottle in the back behind the rear seat. So I'll just show you the inside of the car now. So Alcantara wrapped steering wheel, handbrake and gear boot. ARC titanium gear knob. I've changed this to a 2017 Black Edition center, as well as the interior door trims, as well as it's got a custom black lining done by the original owner. I bought a Black Edition visors. The one thing I did not buy though was I didn't actually buy the grab handles all around the car. So I've just put them in just for the purpose of satisfying a person that wants to buy the car and has it, but I never actually had them installed, so they're in just for that reason. Got custom floor mats front and rear, Evolution X Designs holder for the fire extinguisher on both sides. 2017 trim going across here. Android head unit, which I just normally just put Bluetooth through my phone, playing music. Here's the back, which a lot of you have seen in my videos before. So I've got the headrests back in, and I've also got the rear parcel shelf. So everything is just as it was from factory. Also got the center console here with the red stitching to go along with the Black Edition interior. Now on this car, because it is a MY09 December 2008, it does originally from factory come with a rather ugly looking orange and black cluster. And in my video history you also see that I got this cluster fully custom made, so it's in color. The rev and the speedometer have carbon backing, and it just looks so much better than the original version. The car also comes with a rear view dimming mirror, and it also comes with a black view dash cam for the front and the rear. Okay guys, into the boot now. So it's got all the boot trim in the car. When I actually purchased this car, the previous owner still had the factory compressor for the tyre. So when you buy this car, it doesn't come with a spare wheel and tyre. Factory jack, as well as this black part here to keep things nice and flat. And yeah, just a winder for the jack. Everything's just normal as you would see in the car. So it's got the usual wiper bottle that you would see. It also has a aftermarket battery in it. So this one has a jump start feature in it, and it's a lithium battery rather than a conventional lead battery. Onto the engine bay. So this is a matching engine to the VIN of the car. This engine has never been out of a car. It's never had to be replaced, never blew up, nothing like that. The gearbox, as I said before, has been removed by AK Racing. It was fully built with the shift fork, dampener, clutches, yeah, I think that was it. Everything you can imagine. New gasket set, complete clean teardown and reassemble. The engine, as I said, matching to the car, which is important to a lot of people. The car does not have any internal engine modifications at all. It does run 1200cc injectors. It's got a driven fab catch can, a STM power steering reservoir. It's got some club spec customs titanium parts, Cusco front strut bar, RK titanium again, K&N air filter. It's got some carbon cover for the MAF, which you'll see on some people's cars, which I made. Battery, fuse terminal, or distribution block I should say, for the engine bay. It's got a Plasma Man front mount intercooler, APR, carbon fibre radiator cooling paddle. It runs a GFB fuel pressure regulator, and that matches to in the rear of the car where I've got a surge tank. The surge tank enables me to launch without having any fear at all of the engine grenading due to lack of fuel supply. So it has a just under 3 litre surge tank in the car, which is plenty enough to do launching and not have to worry about fuel being there when it sways from side to side if you go on a track. Perfect. Runs perfectly. It was installed by AK Racing. Everything on this car has been done by AK Racing, and it runs perfectly. So there is a GT Pump 712 turbo on a map cast exhaust manifold here. It's got an Evolution X Designs heat shield covering it, and the RK titanium one as well. But it's got a Tomei wide mouth dump pipe, which then feeds back to the Tomei system right to the back as well. So yeah, this car runs only on 27 pound. It runs on E85. As I said, it is dual map, so if you do want to run the E85 down, you can then go and put 98 in the car and change the maps on the steering wheel so that you, if say for example, if you're in the middle of summer and you're not wanting to be flying around and you just want to drive conservatively, you can do that. Come the winter time or any other time of the year, you can put it on E85, or you can run it E85 all year long like I do. One last thing I forgot to mention before we go. The car comes with a $2,500 Dodson heated sump. So the heated sump is there to regulate temperature for the box. It helps very much if you're going to be going racing as well as in cold weather times. The Dodson heated sump was installed by AK Racing. It got an SST oil change and a teach-in, which is basically where you electronically program the gearbox so that it understands where the position of the clutches are and makes it run as best as it possibly can. It also has a Dodson base temp reader, which just sits there. It's plugged into the cigarette lighter and it runs a cable to a sensor at the box, which tells you the temperature of your clutches, which is important for this car so that you know when you can start sending it and yeah, have the gearbox running in as ideal condition as you want. So it's a pretty neat car overall, and I'll be listing it for sale very soon. As I said, it's just been into AK Racing. It's just had a full service done. So the car's pretty good. There was one thing that had to be replaced, which was, I think it was a front right drive shaft boot. It had a slight split in it. So that's just going to be replaced. So it'll be all set for the new owner. The car is very reliable, and yeah, you only have to have a look at the history of videos in this channel to see the extent of the modifications I've done to the car to get it where it has become the world's quickest Lancer Evo 10 with a stock block running 11.2 at 120 miles per hour. If you've got any questions about this car or the mods, you can have a look in my video history. Check out the mods as they were installed either by AK Racing or me, and then you can comment or reach out to me. So yeah, it'll be sad to see this car go, but it is quite an attention seeker. If you want to go fast and you want reliability and you want to effortlessly go fast and have consistency in your racing, this is probably the car for you. Alright guys, so if you've got any questions, please let me know. Please feel free to send me a message on Instagram. I'm under Juzzy Evo X, and I'll put that up in the description box beneath this video. Make sure you check the description box. It'll have information about the whole mods that are on this car. If you've got any questions and you're interested in buying this, please reach out to me. I'll probably put an ad on Facebook Marketplace and on car sales, and then you can further talk to me from there. The car's located in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the series of videos for this car, and I trust you're keeping well. Bye for now.